Hello and welcome here at Frankfurt Motor Show, where we're live today. Really happy to talk to all of you fans live on Facebook. So today, earlier this morning, we unveiled our new star, the new Megane RS, and we'll have about 30 minutes with you where we'll take you through a couple of details. We'll start off with the people who launched the car, a product manager and a design boss, and then we'll go over to three influencers who are sports specialists, including Nico Hülkenberg, our Renault Sport Formula 1 fan, driver, and then we'll end the session with questions from you. So please, by all means, during the entire show, submit your questions and we will try to answer them as best we can at the end of the session. So let's kick off straight away. We have Eric Diemert and Grégoire Ginet with us. Very happy to have them here.
Hello.
Thank you for joining. So, Grégoire, you're the product manager of Renault Sport. Why don't you tell us a little bit what you do and how this car was developed?
Yes, very happy today to introduce the car to our community. So it's the new Megane RS. You can see the design, Eric will detail after. There is one big point. We have the 4 control system in exclusivity on this segment. And I hope that with the car we'll be still the leader in the chassis. I hope it will be the case. We have 4 control system and 4 hydraulic compression stops. After that, we have a new engine. 1 point later, the new Alliance engine developed by Renault Sport Cars and Renault Sport Racing with a Formula 1 team. We will introduce the car at 280 horsepower and 319 Newton meter.
Okay.
It is one of the best of the category for the RS version, and we will introduce before the end of next year the RS Trophy version with 300 horsepower.
That's great.
So I hope that the performance will be okay. After that, you know, the car is developed for the performance. So we have all new parts designed and developed for performance. For example, the RS Vision system, it is the new light for the Megane RS. For example, the design with new real parts. For example, diffuser is here for stability. So with all that, we have three objectives: most agility, it's a real quality for the car, most stability in high speed, and the maximum of driving pleasure.
Okay, that sounds great. How long did it take to develop the car?
Around 3 years. It will be 3 years ago that the engineering and design team worked together. The first after sales will be in the first trimester in Europe, and just after for international, for RS version, and before end of the year for RS Trophy.
Okay, sounds great. It's the third version, right? Third version of Megane RS?
Sorry?
Third generation?
Third generation of Megane RS and 4th generation of Megane.
Okay, well, I'm sure our fans are looking forward to that. So let's speak about design now, Eric. You're the design director of Renault Sport. Why don't you take us a little bit around the car and tell us what is new and what our buyers need to discover?
Okay. Thank you and hello to everyone. And that's a pleasure to me to present to you the work of our team through this new project, which is very emblematic. And this is a car which is designed for performances, for high performances, and because this is a flagship of our range, this is a car which is now the emblematic of our queue, our claim. This is the car which is the link in between the track to road. We've been working early in the project on the fundamentals, and we've enlarged the car 60 millimeters on the front, 45 on the rear. That means new proportions, new language, and new attitude on the road, which is clearly sporty. From that, we've added all the design cues from Renault Sport cars. I mean by this, a new front bumper with a very large air intake, which is underlined with an F1 blade that you can see here in its matte gray. On each side, you can find the RS Vision system, which is also efficient, and that comes to performance, brings to performance.
That looks great.
By the profile, what's important to see is the consistency of the car in its drawing, in its design, due to its very large wheels, 19 inches, and the fact that all the body is now more sculpted than originally. We went further on that point. Specific front fender, specific air extractor on the side, new rocker panel as well with a black blade following it, underline it, and which makes a link in between the front blade and,
go ahead.
the diffuser.
Show us the details.
Absolutely. So this is a link in between the F1 blade of the front and the diffuser on the back, but also a reference to racing cars with flat force.
Okay.
Coming on the rear and seeing in other angles the attitude of the car, we can see a specific rear spoiler which is all body color, and a new bumper that includes one part which is very important for efficiency but also for design expression. I mean the diffuser with its central exhaust.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay.
And
well,
so
that's amazing.
That means the complete sketch of the car means a car that has been. We wanted to give impression of a car designed from the first point, as you can see it, all integrated functions.
Okay. Well, that's great. Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you so much to you.
Thank you. I'm sure the fans will really appreciate, and they're excited, and they can't wait to see this car. So now, without further ado, what I suggest is we move over with our three ambassadors. We have three specialists of cornering who you will discover in our product film in a few days. We have Nico Hülkenberg, who's our Formula One Renault Sport Formula One driver. And we have Justine and also Sam Pilgrim. So thank you for joining us. Maybe I'll start with you, Justine. Justine, you are Vice World Champion in big wave surfing. Obviously, people will wonder, why are we talking to a surf specialist? But what's the art of cornering when it comes to surfing?
Bonjour. The art of cornering, it's really important in surfing, because if you choose the good trajectory cornering, you've got the best feeling and the adrenaline, the speed, everything. And if you focus, you've got the control, so you can do it in safety.
Yes.
And it's just all about the good vibe that you've got in a good cornering, for sure.
Okay, I saw in our film that you had the chance to try the car. Could you see any similarities? What did it feel like to drive the car, the Megane RS?
Yeah, it was really, really amazing. Like the feeling was like I could feel like I could go fast and same feel the safety of the car and be not scared at all. So I was really happy to have this experience with the car, and it was in a nice place, in a mountain road, and some little turn really quick, and good experience.
Okay. So we've got Nico Hülkenberg with us. Nico, you're a Renault Sport Formula One driver. Thank you for joining.
On my good days.
Obviously, you had the chance to drive the car as well. What does it feel like?
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. You know, RS obviously stands for sport, brings you close to racing, and that car really translates that kind of sensation. It's quick. It's got a good balance. It's dynamic. So I really had a good time. I enjoyed myself. And I look forward to have it myself for private life.
Yeah, I can imagine. So you worked as a technical advisor to us. What does that mean? What did you do?
Yeah, I was together with the RS guys and the sports team. I visited them a few times, drove the car. We did some different tests on different setups, different settings on the car, trying to find the best compromise between a very good sports car that is good for track, but also still as an everyday's car. That's obviously always the balance you try to achieve. And we just had some brainstorming there, exchange our opinions. I gave some feedback, obviously more from the racing side, coming from the Formula One sector, but I think it was interesting for me. First time I did it, so it was very enjoyable.
That's great. Can you show us just what are the parts of the car that you like most?
I think they've done a great job with the design. You see down here the spoilers, and it's a bit more bulky and fat at the front. The tire hub here. I really like the design of the rims, the air outtakes. It's just what you want from a sports car, that it looks a bit more mean, a bit aggressive, a bit fat, and then together, you know, with the driving performances and the acceleration it offers, it's a very nice package.
Okay, well that's great, amazing. So Sam, our third ambassador, Sam Pilgrim, you're a freeride mountain bike world champion.
Yeah.
So obviously you know something about speed. What does it feel like to go down the hill on your bike the way you do? I mean, I always think it's completely crazy, but then again, there's a reason why you're world champion.
Yeah, well, maybe we are a little bit crazy. I don't know. Yeah, but you know, like we have like these really big courses in the mountains with big jumps and different obstacles. So obviously you've got to know your speeds to hit the jumps correctly, and then we've got big corners which you need to approach with perfect speed, otherwise you won't be able to make the next obstacle. So yeah, definitely there's a lot of speed and precision with what I'm doing as a mountain biker.
So could you find any of that speed and precision when driving the new Megane RS?
Well, I tried to be like fast like Nico. I don't know how fast I was really, but
it was quite amazing.
The car's amazing, super good fun to drive, and I guess that's the main point. You can really feel all the wheels steering with the four wheel turning, which is awesome. The suspension's working great, and the guys told me about the chassis being like super cool and awesome, and it did feel amazing. So on them mountain roads, it was definitely awesome to use all the power. Well, at least try to, and make some hard turns, and it was gripping perfectly. So good fun.
That's cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us here live in Frankfurt, and hope to see you soon again. And we'll enjoy seeing you on the film, which will be unveiled in a few days. So thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Maybe just one last word, Nico. In general, what do you see as the real strong points of the Megane RS?
Well, like I said before, I think it's just the package that it offers. You know, a very sporty car, and if you look at the numbers and the figures, that's very impressive, and you know, convinces me. But at the same time, it's you know, it's a perfect family and everyday car as well that you can just take around the corner to go to the bakery. So that's the nice thing about this, I think. Okay.
Well, thank you so much. Good luck for your next race, and thank you all for joining us here in Frankfurt. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for joining us here today on Facebook Live in Frankfurt. Obviously, we have a couple of questions we received. Maybe if we have a look at that, Grégoire, if you join me. So, a couple of questions that came in. David from France is asking, why is there no three-door version?
The main reason that is that the attendees of customer in the high performance segment is for 5 doors. We have most important market for 5 doors than 3 doors. We think that it's the good one for the market.
Okay. Then Max from Germany is asking us, the new yellow is so beautiful, but where's the serious yellow? And what are the other colors?
Yes, we will have 8 colors. The orange one, the yellow Sirius, of course, 2 emblematic and 2 specific colors. In addition, we will have 6 other colors, so black, gray, 2 gray, 2 white, and 1 red.
Okay, well, that's amazing. Then someone didn't pay attention. Someone from the UK asked, why only 280 horsepower? We want more. I think you said something about more horsepower.
We think it's a good horsepower for the most efficiency. In fact, you know that our positioning is to have the car the most efficient in the category. We have two engines. You know, we discussed about the RS Trophy with 300 horsepower.
300?
Yeah. But our main objective is efficiency. We know that it's not necessary to have a very big horsepower. The essential is to have a good compromise between horsepower, good chassis, good performance. So we want to stay the most hatchback efficient in the category. Okay,
but there is a 300 horsepower version coming.
Yes, coming with RS Trophy version.
Okay, Megane RS obviously is the Nürburgring Queen. Benoit from France wants to know, what is there a new record in sight?
So it's not our priority. Today with the launch of the car, we prefer to propose 2 chassis, 2 engine, 2 gearbox. So it's a challenge, so we love the challenge. So I think that we will try to take the record, but it's not our priority today.
Okay. Then we have Maria from Italy asking why 4Control and not 4-wheel drive on this car?
I want to say that maybe 4Control is more in our DNA. In fact, we prefer traction cars than 4-wheel drive. We think that for Renault's more efficient, it's better to have traction and 4Control.
Okay, then 4-wheel drive, yeah. So there was a question from William from Australia. They want an estate version. Is that planned?
No, it's not planned today. We think that the 5 doors, it's a good versatility.
Okay.
It's not planned today.
Okay. And then last question, Eric from Belgium asks, will there be Recaro seats available?
The Recaro will be available in September of 2018 on RS version and RS Trophy version.
Okay. Well, that's perfect. And this closes our live broadcast. Thank you so much for attending, and hope to see you soon in a Renault showroom to discover the new Megane RS. Thank you.